Good morning to all of you. Welcome to our Monday Namaste experience. We have arrived. We made it through the weekend to right now. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. It was an interesting one here, but all is well. My true identity abides in you. Shouldn't it be in me? What is the lesson? Is it you? Okay.
It's capital Y.
Capital Y, the you that you truly are, the reality of you. Seems kind of strange. Sounds funny, but the experience that it inspires, isn't that the only thing that not only matters, but is real? So today we're going to begin with one of those statements. In fact, this would be one of the statements that the ego, or that which in us, which hides from that you with the capital Y, the reality of you, flies from, rejects, actively dismisses, runs away as fast as it can, because this one statement is the beginning of its dissolve. It's dissolving into everything. And here's the statement, just 4 words. This alone is true. This alone, only this, is true. You see, the ego is most afraid of an uncompromising, unequivocal truth that pervades all other truths, that dissolves everything unlike that truth. This alone is true. Now, we just need to relax into what this alone is. What is this alone? The ego loves alternative truths. Have you noticed that? It's been one of those sayings lately, but it's really been around a long time because it's one of the things that we're very comfortable with on the egoic level. Your truth, my truth, somebody else's truth. And the idea that this alone is true. First thing the ego goes, oh, well, so you're the one who's going to tell us what this alone, no, I'm not going to tell you. It has been told over and over and over. We have simply refused to hear that simple, single reality and truth. So this morning, we're going to be reading a little bit from the non-dual universe. Of course, all of these are lessons that have been shared at one time or another here at Namaste Village. But every once in a while, one will spring forward. And what I love the most about this and all of these lessons is the uncompromising reality of them. And that statement, this alone is true, is uncompromising. As soon as we determine what that is, what this is, and we accept that, relax into it, just dissolve, everything else becomes apparent. So let me read a little bit of this session, which is called That Which Seems to Die. Facing your fear of an uncompromising spiritual commitment is the only thing left for you to accomplish. Once again, facing your fear of an uncompromising spiritual commitment is the only thing left for you to accomplish. Facing that fear. It's only when we face that fear, look at it straight in the eyes, and realize it has no power. Realize that fear has no foundation. There's no reality. That's when we can relax into the uncompromising nature of you with a capital Y, the reality of you, but not until then. Why do you turn away from such a commitment? Somewhere within you, you know what you have always known. Somewhere within you, you know what you have always known. And that fact is frightening if you choose to hide from what you've always known. That makes sense, doesn't it? If you're hiding from something that you know, that can be very frightening. You have always known that love is your foundation. Love is your very foundation. You've always known that there is but one source of reality, and that source is within you now. One source of reality within you now. You with the capital Y, not you as you identify yourself, not the unreality of you that you've claimed until now, but the truth that is known and loved by God. Whatever that is, whatever God is, don't try and understand it, but it has always understood you. That's the only thing we know for sure. Once again, when you finally confront the denial of what you know to be true, actually, I was one sentence before that. You have always known that there is but one source of reality, and that source is within you now. When you finally confront the denial of what you know to be true, what you know to be true will overtake you. Doesn't that sound, it sounds and feels wonderful just to hear those words. When you finally confront the denial of what you know to be true, do you see the inherent struggle within denying what you know to be true? When you finally confront that, what you know to be true will overtake you. There's no effort. There's nothing that you need to do or accomplish or read or anything. You just simply need to allow that which you know to be true to be true. That can't take effort. When you feel the incredible freedom of an unqualified commitment to a single truth, you will laugh at the absurd self-constructed obstacles that have kept you from enlightenment. I feel like I need to read each of these twice because every sentence is a portal. Every one of these is a portal that instantly brings you to heaven, if you allow, only if you want it enough. When you feel the incredible freedom of an unqualified commitment to a single truth, you will laugh. You will laugh at the absurd, self-constructed obstacles that have kept you from knowing who you are, that you are whole and enlightened right now. All you need to do to release these self-constructed obstacles is to say these words and to mean them with your whole heart. And here they are. That which seems to die is not I. I am awake now. I'm going to say them one more time, then I'm going to ask you to join me. The words are, that which seems to die is not I. I am awake now. Are you ready? Here we go. Join me. That which seems to die is not I. I am awake now. Take a deep breath. I am awake now. Is it possible that all you had to do was claim that? I am awake now. I am enlightened now. Because now is the only time such a thing is possible. You've been sold a bill of goods. Someday, if you do X, Y, and Z, or if you find the right teacher or guru, if you find the right book and study it for the next 28 years, someday, if you're lucky, you'll feel this rush of light and insight, joy, compassion, all of it. And you will know that which has always been known. Someday, bullshit. Yeah. Oh, I like that. It ain't true. Someday never comes. Someday never arrives. It's now. It's right now. You are awake now. This is the moment. This is the holy instant of your release, if you would but say yes. So say it with me now. Yes. Ooh, usually takes us to about Friday, maybe Thursday to get to this point. We're starting off on Monday morning right there at the top. I love it. This is your freedom. This is the final and only step into your eternal reality. Claim that which has never stopped claiming you. Claim that which has never stopped claiming you. You see, for a long time, we've convinced ourselves, and this is perhaps a step in the right direction, but only a tiny one. We've convinced ourselves that we are all, I read it here, that we are all belonging to God, that we belong to God. That's what we've convinced ourselves. But to belong to anything or anyone means what? Separation. Separate. We belong to God. We belong to Christ, whatever it may be. Guess what? You belong in God. You belong in Christ. It's in you now, and you are in it now. That's the only thing there is. Claim that which has never stopped claiming you. Call it the Christ, call it love. But I promise you, it has never stopped claiming you. Not that small identity that you call you. That ain't nothing. But the you that God knows, the you that is known. How simple is salvation? This is the moment. It's only right now. So I was very happy to see that Darla and Alden are in the room, and I want you all to get a little bit of exposure to them since they're going to be coming to Namaste at the very beginning of December, and then I'll be going into my sabbatical, and so Darla and Alden are going to be sharing at this same depth. I really wanted people who would be here who would just hold that single simple truth. And I know that they will do exactly that. So I'm going to turn to Darla and Alden, then we'll hear from Vicki. So hi guys, good morning.
Hi everyone.
Oh,
Hi James.
Good morning.
Where's my thing?
We
Here it
love you
is.
so much.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, beloved ones, for all being here. Thank you, James. Vicki, we love you so much. Look at Vicki. She's beaming right through the it's just like she's totally there. I feel you, Vicki. So thank you all. Yes, outstanding proclamation this morning, James. Thank you so much. Wow. What really stood out to me was face the truth of your reality. Absolutely. Every moment, right? Every day. There is only here and now. It's that other moment isn't gonna come when it all is revealed to you. So true. It's here and now or nothing, right, James? And face your fear. This is just so powerful and so necessary. Every moment, face any fear that would get in the way of your uncompromising spiritual commitment. Absolutely. A single truth, right? There is one single truth we share. Today's lesson gives that. Our identity is in you, Father. Our identity is in you. We have a shared unity, you and I. That is that absolute truth, right? So thank you so much. That was just so powerful. And this is that characteristic of a teacher of God that we expand in. And this reminds me of faithfulness, right? We don't just have faith, we have faithfulness, which is certainty. We have access to our absolute certainty and our absolute reality. And that's a faith that's so real and so encompassing that it sweeps away all doubts, doesn't it? All our doubts, all our varied truths and comparisons and every conflicting desire that would stand in the way, right? Faithfulness, that idea excites me. Yeah, that's bigger than just faith, belief. it's totality. So thank you so much. I love you so much. And Mr. Alden.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here, and for many reasons. And each of those reasons are you. That there's something really beautiful about how the thing that I am attracted to Namaste Village with starts with the relationship with Darla and I. Like, I believe that we have a holy relationship. And I think one of the things that's always attracted me to what James is doing is that he's in a holy relationship that he demonstrates with Vicky. And there's a generating energy of those sorts of things, the signs of an uncompromising spiritual commitment, that you start seeing the signs of that in the outward as well as the inward, of course, but then it extends out into the idea of a relationship with one other that expands into the relationship with a community,
Yes.
and then expands out into a Zoom community, even a larger sense of self. And these are the signs of an uncompromising spiritual relationship. And I'm so glad that all of you are here in that demonstration with me, which is a demonstration of love. Our minds are connected, and we are experiencing the oneness of who we are in our daily lives, in our meditations, in our worship, everything we do. When we give a bit of love to another brother, that expanded identity is very apparent to us, because love is what we are and love is who we are. So I'm so glad that you're joining this great endeavor that we're involved in together. So thank you very much. I love you very much.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking so forward to the two of you being able just to roll in here and there aren't any words. We're just so grateful for your holy presence and for the demonstration of what it means to be in a true holy relationship. As you said, Vicky and I think have always felt that we're teaching partners. We're partners in just extending the grace of this holy commitment. And I can't think of anyone better than our dear sister. So Vicky, I'm going to turn it over to you to share.
Thanks, Brother James. Thank you, Alden, Darla. Gosh, you made me cry, because it is that simple, isn't it? And it does begin with love. And it's not, James, what you said, someday will never come if we're looking for it outside, some books, some teachers, some situation. But when it starts inside and we join with another from that inside spot, not trying to get something from the other, but just can't wait to give everything to the other. That's holy. That's what a holy relationship is. It's just based on giving, not getting. And it doesn't matter how it shows up. It doesn't matter who it shows up with. We're designed to love. We're created as love to love more. And there isn't anything in time or out of time that can extend unless it's based on the joining of love. And that reality, real reality, gets expressed all around us, like you said, Alden. Then it spills out into our what looks like an outside world. But it's not spilling out to an outside world. It's coming into appearance. We're able to recognize what's already there because we've opened the door of holiness within ourselves. And it just takes one other being to join with, where it opens that door wide, so we join everyone that way. Once we're in a relationship that isn't ever concerned about getting anything, but only giving and seeing and celebrating and enjoying the presence that we recognize, once that's open, you don't want to settle for anything else anywhere else. It doesn't matter. It's just too luminescent to want to think you want to be in any situation to get anything, whether it's a teaching or a job or a career or anything. The love is the real thing. You know, in the traditional churches, they've always taught love as omnipresent. God is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. the three big O's. That's been a basic teaching. But it's as if nobody took it seriously. And that's traditional Christianity. It's in Taoism. It's in Hinduism, Buddhism. But everyone says, oh yeah, but you know, you have to be practical here. The most practical thing in life is to recognize that that divine presence is everything, no matter what it appears as, what I think I'm looking at. It just takes a moment of falling back into, you know, if God is, or all of what is really is, let me open my heart and wait for an understanding to come, because what my eyes see, if I see the physical death of a body, what is that? Rather than saying, oh yes, this person died. Well, what is that? And when any of us, in any age, children know this, we knew it as children, that when a body is laid down, that is not what animates a being. The spirit goes on because it didn't start with the body, doesn't end with the body, and so is everything else. But it takes us opening to it from within. And the fastest way it opens is when we love one another, when we give of unconditional blessing, enjoying one another. I mean, really, simply enjoying one another is a fullness of love. When we do that, we open, and then we recognize it everywhere. It's not so hard to see. It's not a big quiz thing or a big mystery. That what isn't love is a call for love. When anyone is frightened, they're asking for help, and they're apt to get very aggressive. Fear makes many of us aggressive, and it looks like an attack, but it's a plea for love. And with the heart open, when we recognize omniscience, omnipotence, everything of God, when we recognize we are part of that, then the only natural response is maybe not necessarily to know exactly what to say or do yet, but to open, to give that love that's being called for, to bless, to recognize that we are one in love, and that's uncompromising. There's no exception to it. That's why this is so simple. You would think, you know, it's so simple. That's why I remember years ago I was teaching CCD to kids when Teddy was a boy. And I would tell them all this, and kids, oh, absolutely. They get it immediately. It's like, that's right, love is the big superpower. And they're all in. It's just when we have been conditioned by our own misunderstandings, and we've let ourselves be, we've been bamboozled by misunderstanding, and we've wanted to get away with it, that we lose that innocence that's true wisdom. Kids know, oh sure, love is everything everywhere, that is it. And it's our time now to return to that innocence that's what true wisdom is, that just resides within us. It's not going to come from outside. It comes from within. That's why it's a direct experience. And we can do it with anything. Pick anyone, anything to love unconditionally today. And go bless it and love it and hang out with it and rest with it and relax with it, play with it. The giving of ourselves to what is everything and everyone lights it up in us so that it becomes impossible to mistake it anymore. There's nothing else we want to get. Just here, in a body or out of body, doesn't matter. If I've got sickness, so what? If I have no money, so what? I'm still the love of God. Not that it's coming to me, but that's what I am. Let me discover it by resting in it and looking with love wherever I find myself. To any one being, brother, you can look at the refrigerator and love it. Love is universal. There's nothing that gets in the way of it. So I shall love you all. I love you all. The love that comes from joining in purpose it always brings tears to my eyes, because it is what communion is. It is what intimacy is. People think, oh, I got to wait to have this special relationship. No, just love right now, because that's tapping into the Tao, the flow, the Holy Spirit, the everything. of what we are, of what God is, what love is. So thanks, Brother James. Thanks, Darla and Alden. Thank you, everyone. I love you all.
Thank you, Vicky. And I'm sure we've all known a few people that were in love with their refrigerators, and that's okay. That's okay too. So we're going to bring Scott Grace up, and it's always a pleasure to hear what comes through this amazing soul. So Scott, grab the guitar and let's see what you come up with today.
Right. I want to ask that this kind of singing is a bit like going into a trance for me, and it's very jarring to hear clapping at the end. So if you want to acknowledge or appreciate, if you can do that, that would be much gentler for my nervous system. My nervous system gets nervous. That's its job. Yes, I know there's perfection in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know no exceptions in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, sooner rather than later, no longer a love procrastinator. I even love my refrigerator, especially what's inside. Yes, I know there's perfection in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know no exceptions in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know. This is a chorus, isn't it? So let's sing it together. Yes, I know there's perfection in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know no exceptions in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Let's try that. Yes, I know perfection. There's perfection in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know no exceptions, no exceptions in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know. Yo, yes, I know. Oh, my mind tries to understand what it cannot grasp. It's a much bigger plan. All I can do is laugh along the path. I'm whole, not half, and the waiting game is over. I'm one with God, I claim it now. Simply I relax and allow. Yes, I know there's perfection in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know no exceptions in me, and I know my heart has certainty. Yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Wow. I love that so much. Ah, yes, I know this to be true. Just stay with that knowing today. Stay with that truth today. You are holy and whole no matter what. You are filled with love and grace no matter what. It is true, so you may as well let it be true. And we love you. Have an amazing day. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.